You want to live a life of passion and connection, inspiration. You've surrounded, because you have those values, you've surrounded yourself with other people that also have those values, that you're really excited and lit up about. The money will follow. I can't wait any longer. 8 of Cups, taking a break. Hello there, Taurus. Michele B here on this hot, summery day in Northwest Washington. But it is a lovely afternoon to bring you a reading about your money and your love messages. So let's go ahead and get started with the main theme that I have for you, Taurus, and that is, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready. I desire something new when it comes to love in particular. I think there's a little bit of a burnout that you have regarding your work because you've been doing so much work for so long and you're like, why? If the rest of my life is like not feeling great. So like say work environment, right? We got a work environment card here that's like meh. You got to, and it's reinforced in the money stuff. Meh kind of work environment, either like that your coworkers aren't very exciting or closed-minded in some way, or it could be just the work environment just doesn't suit you, right? So you're inspired, you're excited, and you're ready to be the master of your own life. You want to live a life of passion and connection and inspiration. You want to be excited to go forward, and you don't want to be doing your exciting forward momentum all by yourself. Okay, so now let's get into specific messages about your money and love. The colored cards I have are always indicative for me of what's going on in your mind and not necessarily directly in your life, because sometimes you know how we are. You know how we are, that sometimes what we think is happening is not actually what's happening. So I got the bright colored cards for reality, and I got the light colored cards for what's going on in here. And sometimes they jive and sometimes they don't. But so for what's going on inside of you, there is like, like I said, things are like kind of meh at work. Either I don't see a lot of fighting. I do see some like you don't want to be putting 500% into work right now. You want to be putting a lot more into your personal life. Money is much less of a big deal to you at this moment. So you're like, I'm ready to take a little rest. I'm ready to not be working as much on my work environment. But I sense that there's some people that are like, why are you bailing on us a little bit, right? There are people that, and you're having to like protect yourself in some way. So that's happening. So Judgment card coming out in reverse. What's going on in your head is that you're afraid you're going to have some kind of trouble. There is a little bit of a worry as you're releasing attachment to whether or not you're showing up at work on a regular basis, whether or not you're putting all the energy you possibly could into it. You're wondering, is this going to come around to be a problem later? I'm getting no. Definitely I'm getting that's not such a big deal. Look at this. It is true that people are coming in and, giving you a hard time about it. People are judging you negatively for not putting your best foot forward in your work that you're doing. However, our passions, if you're excited about the work that you're doing, then it's going to be very easy for you to show up to it and put your whole effort into it if it's meaningful. But if you're doing something some kind of work just to go through the motions, just so that you can say that you've got a job, it's not going to be successful for you. Okay, so who cares what other people think? Your coworkers or your family or whoever, in their judgments about whether or not you should be showing up in a certain way. I feel like a lot of this has to do with mental, because no one's actually holding these wands. A lot of this has to do with your own values that you were raised with, that you're supposed to be showing up to work and putting 100% in. And if you miss a day, or if you take a week off, or if you just quit with no backup job, that something terrible is going to happen to you. So you've surrounded, because you have those values, you've surrounded yourself with other people that also have those values. And so that's what's coming into you. That's the way karma works, is that we attract what our beliefs are. So, that means you might have to find other people to connect with, or not hang out with the people that are giving you a hard time for right now, because your passions are where they are. And I see success for you going forward in trying new things, in seeking out something that's new and passionate. When you put your time and energy into what you love, when you put your time and energy into something that you're really excited and lit up about, the money will follow. You'll find a way to make money out of it. You hear all these horror stories about people who quit their jobs so that they can, like, I don't know, sell tie-dyes at a Fish concert. There's always a way to make money doing what you love. And if you're excited about it enough, you will find a way, all right? You will find a way to love what you do. You'll find a way to make money at what you love. You can do it. Taurus, you are so clever, right? It's just a matter of making the decision and coming to terms with what it is that's most important to you. So I see these two kings, King of Wands and King of Swords. I'm inspired. I want to live like this. I want to be passionate. I want to be excited about my life. And I'm going to do it. And I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. How many lifetimes are you going to have? Right? Only one. So you might as well, at least this time, so you might as well live it to its fullest. And being the king that you are, even if you identify as female, being the master of your own life as you are, you're willing to take responsibility for the risks that you are. Moving over to love. Hangman, hangman, hangman. Two reversals and one upright. When hangman is upside down, it's upright. Why do you feel like you're at a standstill? Why do you feel like you're stuck? In this case, this is you choosing, maybe at first, you chose to wait. At first you chose to wait and sit it out and not make a decision for a little while. And now you're like, I can't wait any longer. See, and then we had these two. I can't wait any longer. I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't wait any longer. So we have this happening in the unconscious mind, and we have it happening in the conscious mind. And when the two become aligned, that's when something happens. I can't wait anymore. Waiting, waiting, waiting. I can't wait anymore. They're both waiting cards. I can't wait anymore. What have you been waiting for, Taurus, that you just can't wait anymore? Whatever it has to do with, it's this, right? 8 of Cups. Taking a break and going and living your life in a new way. Interesting, huh? Now, this doesn't necessarily have to mean a complete breakup, but it could be you going to pursue something that you can be lit up about. Now, I got these two here. These two major arcana cards. In the subconscious mind, there's the High Priestess, and in reality, we've got the Strength, and that's really the advice that you're being told to, the action that you're being told to take. So, and these are all women. I think these two go together. The Queen of Pentacles in there too. They go together. So, when we go into the subconscious mind, excuse my itchy eye here. When we go into the subconscious mind, the High Priestess is very wise. She's in tune with her intuition. She's in tune with the messages that she's getting from her guides, from the universe, from God, from angels that are trying to protect her, right? So you're getting these downloads that things are not right. You're getting these downloads that you have been waiting too long. And the strong download that I got that wasn't completely clear in the cards that I pulled is that many of you are in connections, or currently in connections, where you are not living to your greatest potential within that, because you're like, who we associate ourselves with. And if you're associating yourself with a person, a particular person, it could be a group of people, with a particular person that just wants to stay put where they're at and go through the motions of doing the same thing over and over and over again, or maybe they're at a place where they're not committed, right? They're wanting to go fool around and have fun, and you're at a place where you want to have forward momentum toward, the escalator relationship, where you're going, doing the thing that people do, that couples do. Your intuition's like, things are not going to change with them, and I need to take control of the situation myself. I need to grab that. I need to grab that, what I desire, and make it happen. What is it that you desire? Is it that you desire freedom, and you're in a relationship with someone that doesn't want to, that just wants to go through the motions of going to work and paying the bills, and doesn't want to do new things, doesn't want to go on adventures, doesn't want to try new things, and they're like kind of Debbie Downer when you're suggesting that you would like to do it? Or is it the case that you want a relationship with someone that wants the same thing that you do? You're being encouraged to get out of your comfort zone and create that reality for yourself. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to be, I see a strong feminine influence here. Neither of these ladies are looking up and forward like, I'm doing this thing over here. Instead, they're both got their heads turned down and they're nurturing something. Okay. So what I'm seeing you doing, Taurus, is nurturing your own divine being. And when you feel the call of inspiration to interact with someone or go on an adventure or do something that is outside of your comfort zone, that's what that lion represents. It represents doing something that's different and unique and feeling safe while you're doing it. You got to do it. You're being encouraged to do that. Particularly for those who identify as feminine. But it could be, if you're watching, if you identify as masculine and you're wondering what to do going forward, it's saying the masculine thing to do would be to say, I break up with you, or I'm going to go see other people, or I'm out of here, you suck. You know, that would be the more masculine thing to do. Whereas the feminine thing to do is, I'm going to go do what I want to do, and it's up to you whether or not you want to be with me anymore. I'm going to do what I am called to do, and it is up to you whether or not you want to be with me anymore. And the strength card being here is saying it's not comfortable for you to not ask permission first, but you're being called to do it. Don't ask for permission, and definitely don't ask for forgiveness. This is what you need to do because it is your life path, Taurus. This is where I leave off. I love you, Taurus. Thank you so much for being subscribed and watching my videos. And for those of you who have not watched my videos before, in the description box below, you will find a link to my Instagram where you can follow me, or you can send me a tip. I have some links to a tip jar, a couple of tip jars, if you want to send me a couple dollars to show your appreciation for how meaningful these readings are for you. Otherwise, I'll let you go, and I'll see you next time.